This is Men Question Everything, episode 6, current topics. Let's get right into it. I'm Wallace.
I'm Dozer.
First question, what do you do when you're extremely busy? And I preface this with, I am very fucking busy right now, in a good way, but it's been a challenge.
What do you mean exactly?
Just when there's an ebb and flow of everything. And sometimes it just seems there's always something going on. Like this last week, couple friends wanted to do this, family wanted to do that. Plus, I was work. I'm doing 2 different projects at work on top of this, and then a weekend I had to dedicate somewhere. It's weird how it bottlenecks sometimes.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I know that is keeping me sane is weights and cardio. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not even turning to booze or anything else. I'm leaving that out. I'm driving hard mentally, but it's a fucking challenge. I don't know how people do it, and the bigger you get, the more responsibility you get. I don't even have kids yet, dude.
Well, for me, I think it comes down to scheduling. Because a lot of times, before, I've gotten better at it, but a lot of times before, I get busy, I would drop a lot of things that I was doing that actually, sometimes seem like tough work. Mm-hmm. Okay, you feel a little sick. You go to the gym or not.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing sickness in there, but that's what, when you're busy, you can't tolerate sickness. You just don't have time for much else. You know what I mean? Like, if you're sick on top of being busy, you're a grouchy, fucking miserable human being. I don't know about you.
You're fighting through it.
Me, I'm a grouchy, miserable you don't want to be around me. Yeah, you don't want to be around me. I'm not like just randomly mean, but I ain't there. I'm busy. I'm thinking about things. And then these other things start to crumble around me. And that's where I say habit. Okay, I got to go to the gym. Why? Because the gym makes me feel good. It breaks me away for whatever fucking time.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get to that transition because some days, though, your body goes, fuck, man. Like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But it is something, you get to a point after you do it where it's almost like your body goes, man, I have to do it. Like, let me do something. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah, talking about
and I'm not talking about beating it up every day, by the way, because that's not how I really don't work out that way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
No, I mean that it's almost a catch-22. It's like you have to work out to then not be sick, but then like if you're taking on too much stress in your other elements of your life, then you become sick because you are stressed. But the antidote to that is working out, but then you can't work out all the time. So it's this weird mix of your body is always in a shape, is always in a state of something. You know what I mean?
Well, I read this book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it said, P.S. It's all the small stuff, and it's all the small stuff, something like that, or and it's all small.
Yeah.
Like, and the book was just kind of these things that, some psychologist guy, these things that were just we tend to like worry about and what not to do, and like these rhythms of how to get out of it. It was kind of a good read.
Yeah, it's
just basic stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't mean basic advice. I mean like basic situations that could happen in life.
Yeah.
All over the spectrum of psychology, kind of. It was pretty cool. But, that's kind of the weird part of the working out thing. It's about a habit. I mean, that's how everything is. We've been kind of on that tick is like, what do you do when you get busy? It's kind of like, what do you do if you get stressed? What do you do if you get depressed or unhappy or unsatisfied? They're all kind of the same thing. Busyness is a fucking curse too, man. Busyness is a curse that can be worse than some of those other things.
Well, here's where I ask, man. Is I've never experienced this before, but I've started to kind of forget things. Like here's an example. I had a grocery list. Yeah, you can make a joke, but like
no, I ain't making a joke. I'm just saying, welcome to the fucking club.
No, but I have a good memory.
We'll get you a certificate after.
Common. Yeah, right. Frame it.
I am in charge of that club here.
If I had a grocery list of 7 things, my brain was so fucking tunnel visioned on whatever I was doing at work, and then the side project, and then what I had to do over the weekend, and then plans at 7:30. I forgot certain things on the list because I'm fascinated. Going back to psychology, your brain being similar to a CPU, so you have your short-term memory and your long-term memory. So you go think about motherboards and computers. That short-term memory is fried. My shit's fried because there's so many things going in and out.
Yeah,
I can't
I don't know. You know, though, I don't know if it's fried
It's
or
just
if you know that saying, "You are what
overused.
you eat."
Yeah.
I kind of think your brain too. I don't. You know, it's like you are what you're thinking about. What consumes your time.
I like that.
And you do. You know, like I tell my wife this. She knows this shit. She admit this. You know, I probably don't admit it as much as I should, but there's times she tells me shit, and it's not like I'm trying to be mean or not purposely listen. It's just like she's thinking 3 weeks ahead, and I'm so consumed with busyness shit.
Here
I'm
now,
thinking
yeah.
2 hours fucking ahead, if that. Maybe
Yeah.
30 minutes. I'm like, what are we doing? What's going on here? And, you know, you're telling me something like, hey, next April, we're going to take a trip to go see Betty. It's like, no, I don't give a fuck about next April. You know, it's September. But, you know, that's what I'm kind of saying. That's the shit. I do that shit all the time. So I think that, yeah, busyness definitely adds to that fucking Alzheimer's, this shit.
Well, I don't know. It's been really weird. And yeah, I think back to that Rogan podcast where he talked to George St. Pierre, who kind of like would drive for 2 hours and not realize he's fucking driving and like just kind of zone out. It's a weird part of psychology that I don't know what it is, but I do know that even tonight going to the gym, I just got back. It felt great, but I'm still now in that mode of just busy. And I have my land marker. It's at the very end, like, okay, in 6 more weeks, this bottleneck will be done. But I think I've been sick the last week and a half too with my throat, and I've just been plowing through it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Our scheduling's amazing. You look at, we just got off of that last podcast. Shout out to our Jocko book review. We did a couple of podcasts ago, because you do have to plan. You do have to have the discipline, because I don't have the freedom to do shit because maybe I'm not waking up early enough. But
well, yeah, you know, too, it's
I'm
like
exhausted.
people say I don't have time.
It's there, yeah.
You know, you know, I catch myself doing that shit all the
say
time.
it all the time.
Yeah, it's like I don't have time to. I'm like, and then I go, you know what? You're a fucking liar. You do have time. You just choose to spend time differently. You know, like, and that might be okay.
Yeah.
But when you are overwhelmed with shit and you don't, you know, that's where that back to that horse. What do you do when you're busy? What do I try to do? Is stick to a habit. You know, prioritize. Make little wins. That's what I try to do.
What do you mean
But
by
some
the
people
little wins?
like, okay, you know, you got fucking 10 things to do in a week. You know, you don't just try to make all 10 done.
Yeah.
Like, just, oh my God, I got to think about it. Like, listen, I'm going to cram out for the next 2 hours. I'm going to work on that task. Then I can eliminate that task from my list.
Yeah.
And I will be satisfied with today if I go through my realistic fucking list.
Yeah.
Like, it's that's how I try to do it. Because if not, I go nuts. But
Yeah.
sometimes I don't, and I go, what the fuck am I doing?
I should do that. I should take my own advice from, again, Jocko. It's the whole prioritize and execute within whatever you're doing. What you just said is exactly that, where you're making a task that has a priority orientation, and that's probably what I'm missing, to be honest.
I'm going to tell you
It's a
something.
good idea.
Yeah, but it's hard, man. You know, and I'll tell you something too.
forget
Like,
about
this is what wealthy people do, to a degree. Not saying everything. I'm not saying the same thing I do.
Yeah.
You know, because that's ridiculous. But like, we're talking about prioritizing.
Yeah.
You know, like, you see that shit. Those little headlines, like, oh, check out the CEO's schedule. What do they
Tim
all
Ferriss
do?
loves to fucking do that shit.
Yeah. No, because I mean, there is some
Tools of the
there
Titan.
is some relevance to it.
Yeah.
But what's relevance to me in the bullshit, or what's not relevant in the bullshit above it, is like,
real life shit.
you have to do the same shit they do to be somewhere. Like, you're all fucking different. What I noticed though, what's a relevance about the whole situation, is they actually have a habit, and a lot of people don't.
Okay.
And I fucking flirted in and out of not having habits.
What do you mean?
know,
Habits as far as
and
like
they
just healthy habits, or
you know,
your daily
I think that healthy
scheduling?
habits, daily scheduling, limit decisions that don't fucking matter. Think of how many decisions you have rolling around your head just generally.
Oh yeah, that
just truthfully do not fucking matter.
4-hour work week.
But they're
shit, man.
annoying.
Yeah, like his 4-hour work week of eliminating those dumb shit, like of getting hiring an assistant that's a virtual assistant.
You know, like, that's the thing. Tim Ferriss even admitted, actually, I listened to a podcast of his a couple weeks ago.
I like Tim Ferriss, but yeah.
Well, he's changed a little bit. You know, he in a good way. But before, he was a little arrogant in that book, and you're kind of like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, he was a little arrogant, and I finally admitted it. But it's good knowledge.
Oh, he's
I mean,
good shit.
it's good shit. Like, that is good shit. Like, and that's what I'm saying about the habit to me.
Yeah.
But it's fucking, dude, we are in this here's the positivity and then the negativity. It's hard. That shit is
So
hard.
here's the fucking next question that's gonna kick off.
And it takes money too.
Yeah, fuck.
Because there's
yeah,
some
it does.
shit you got to pay for to get like convenient.
And why do you think we're so busy? Because it's those side projects that I'm doing are going to be prosperous in certain areas of my
Yeah.
life, and obviously money talks. Money
Yeah.
keeps you going. It's
Well,
survival.
yeah.
But here's the other conundrum. Then let's throw the second question in there. What do you do in your free time? Because now what I'm noticing, I noticed this summer when I had a lot more free time, I was lazy as fuck, and it was me. And again, I know we can just the simple thing is, well, dude, don't be lazy. Good, that type of job thing. But listen,
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
it's not gonna work because now that I'm busy, I'm cranking shit out. I'm kicking ass right now because it's the whole
Oh, yeah.
procrastination thing. But this
Well,
whole summer, I could have been doing everything. and I didn't.
Busyness is.
It was my
You
fault.
ever just fucking randomly cleaned your house?
Yep.
Like just deep. I mean, I'm talking about deep clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most people have.
Yeah,
That's
like hours and
yeah. Like I'm
yeah.
fucking taking the time and I'm cleaning this
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever reason.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I'm not saying you do it like some autistic kid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna clean.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
like. You know, you're in that mode. You're in the mode to
Yeah.
get shit fucking done.
And you already have the momentum.
I kind of relate that though to like driving a car.
Mhm.
You're not really tense, like physically. You don't look tense when you're driving a car, but you actually are. Like your brain's thinking about a ton of
Well, it's
shit.
using
There's cars
reptilian
next
shit
to you,
still,
left,
man.
right
Yeah.
behind you. There's noises and shit. You have noise in your car, like,
Yeah.
but you are focused.
Phones.
And if someone swerved just in your lane a little bit, and you were actually paying attention, you're going in a split second when all that shit's getting out of you. You're moving out of the
Dude,
way, or hitting
reaction.
the horn,
Uh-huh.
or hitting the brake.
Mhm.
So you're tense.
Yeah.
Like that to me, I think busyness, sometimes busyness for me is like that. But
Uh-huh.
getting into the question of
Yeah.
why it's like, what do I do in the free time? I think what I end up doing, unfortunately, a lot of times is my free time. I dream of my free time. Then when I get my free time, I'm too fucking tired or excuses.
Yeah.
You know, but the dream of the free time kind of gets the wheels moving, if that makes sense.
Well, it
And I'm
gives you
not
the
saying
freedom,
I never
yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
but not as much as I'd like, whatever that situation is.
Mhm.
You know, and I generally want to do something that kind of just gives me a break, like a piece,
Yeah.
you know?
But
And
it's
but
fucking hard.
that's
man.
it's hard. That's what I try. What do you try to do?
I try to continue the hobbies, whether it's sports, whether it's I don't want to even go back to the gym, but maybe trying to get better at a certain area like that. And one thing I'm getting back into now, which is reading, which is nice because that's the mental break.
Oh,
If I get out of town, get out of the state, I'm only reading now, and I'm actually finding it even overwhelming these days on my free time because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna catch up on those podcasts.
Yeah.
So when I went to Australia, I loaded up on a shit ton. You know how many I listened to? None. All I did was fucking my mind went this way.
Yep. I've
and
done
I
that.
watched 3 fucking movies, and I was like, woo,
Dude,
shoot
that-
him,
that-
shoot him, shoot him.
That's
And
the
then
reason I'm laughing, because I've done that.
I did nothing. I didn't
I've done
read
that.
any book.
I'm gonna read all these fucking books.
Yeah,
No,
like
you're not,
today-
you big idiot. You're not even gonna get through a chapter, you fucking simple-minded idiot.
Well,
That's
that-
what goes on in my
Well,
head.
that's what you just said. Where your body, that was your body going, bitch.
No.
Like, you're gonna relax.
But I have so many things to think about.
You're gonna turn off and watch that stupid movie for 2 hours and 20 minutes before your dinner comes, and then you go to bed.
But
Like,
you know what? That goes to like,
it's needed.
you know, the yoga thing. We've talked about that.
Yep.
I've been.
How's that going?
You know,
I tried it this morning. It's hard.
if I'm honest, it's hard, but it doesn't feel like a very good workout. But
Bikram or other
yeah,
styles,
I mean, I'm not
yeah.
shitting on any other. I'm doing a DVD, or it's actually on Amazon.
So that's a good question. How's yoga going? That'll be another
Yeah,
one.
yoga. Yeah, it's kind of off the hobby
You've been
thing. you're
researching
doing.
though, right? Like you've been really
Oh yeah,
trying
I've been
to-
looking at it, and I got into this website. There's a website out there called Gaia, GAIA.com, and
That's so granola, but I mean that's
dude, it's listen.
But
Let me tell you something.
I like the Gaia
What
theory.
What not to do? Get high and look on the things that they have on that fucking
Wait,
channel
wait,
that's not yoga,
It's just Gaia.com.
dude. I'm telling everyone now, don't do that. There's some real weird shit on there. But it was 99 cents for 1 fucking month, and you can cancel. And it's a bunch of videos. But then I found out my main man, my dog, Jeff Bezos.
Yep. Amazon.
Yep, the dude that's listening to us right now because Alexa's upstairs.
Yep.
That dude, they have some fucking free videos that come with like Prime if you're a Prime member.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Good
that.
videos. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
this guy has a good video. I think his name's Dean Pullman. But anyway,
Yeah.
tough. Not shitting on it's just different. I guess I would say it's different. I'm not saying it's not harder. It's hard to justify the time for me to do it, but
think about what you just said. See, this is what I like. We're branching after that question of what you do in your free time. You were looking for a hobby to then better yourself, to then relate to then your stress, to your the first question we asked about your busy time.
Yeah.
You're at least trying yoga. I just have never been to a place. I've never been to a studio. I've done it for like 30 minutes with a friend who used to do it. That was it. Like, I've never done it like you've done it, where you've researched and now you're really trying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it. But I haven't stepped foot in a gym.
Yeah.
And the main reason, a lot of it just doesn't work out with my schedule. No, it doesn't work out with my schedule.
Yeah.
I have no fear going in there. It just doesn't. I mean, a lot of them that are close to me that work out within my route and my other plans, it doesn't fit there. But, I'll tell you what, online is really good because it's slow. It's, you don't have to worry about anyone else, but you're still doing yoga. Yoga is basic fucking movements.
It doesn't matter how it comes to you. It's
it's basic movements
dude,
that stretch your body and stress your body or relax your body or move, it's good, but it's difficult enough to where it's like, it's hard to do 2 a day or something like that. Not 2 a day yoga, but like working out and justifying doing that. But it doesn't feel like that great of a cardiovascular workout.
Ooh, Gaia's pretty granola. And I like
I'm telling you right now.
Concept.
Actually, now I'm changing my stance. I told you not to, but now, please, if you smoke, get high, look at that website, and tell me you're not freaked out because there's some weird shit up in there.
It's some weird shit.
But they got some decent.
It said 8,000 videos.
They have a lot of fucking videos of yoga that are classes.
No, I'm not hating on it. It's just,
I am. It's a very weird site.
But what you're trying to do is in your free time. It's funny because think about your free time. You're supposed to be doing something fun, whether you're going to. You're doing this, and this. You're doing something that is even better for your body and better for your stress, which is even more funny.
It does help. I was going to say that. It does help the stress.
It's the whole lifestyle.
I mean, I think it's just relaxing. And having my body, I've been stretching a lot lately.
Have you?
Yeah. I've been slacking a little bit on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, I'm pretty much stretching.
What's the goal for it?
Being loose.
Longevity.
I used to never stretch because it's like, I don't really care about being super flexible. Yeah. But then I realized I'm not flexible at all.
How bad were you?
Pretty decent. I mean, not like,
I mean,
here's Dozer and here's a video of him after. Nothing like that. But
there's night and day for people like
I
myself.
I wasn't great. I would have thought I was a little bit more athletic with the stretching. I wasn't.
Goes away real fast.
It goes away. But doing it now, the body feels loose, less stiffness, less this.
Well, the circulation benefits, the fucking the muscle workout. Yeah, there's.
Well, I just don't have back. Like, I mean, I still have aches and shit.
Yeah.
But when I do it, it does stretch out things in a unique way.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, your body starts to like pillar. You walk funny one day and you fucking pull out your back or a muscle or there's just stuff that happens. So. Yeah,
no, I'm in the same boat because now that I'm, doing the work to fix an injury that I had, I never did that. So I injured something last year, let it kind of go, let it just be, played a season of a sport, and then I kind of let it be again. But now that I'm doing physical therapy, holy shit, am I getting my ass kicked. I haven't had this much pain in forever. So I've been doing that also twice a week on top of then a normal gym routine and then doing those exercises on my own. But dude, I'll tell you, my shit feels way better. So this is the reason I'm going into this is because I haven't done yoga because of that injury.
Yeah.
And it still hurts here and there. So I don't think I'd be able to hold certain poses, but that doesn't mean I can't do other ones, Yeah. So I don't know. It's just the whole free time thing, man. I think I've been filling my free time lately with just bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I should be doing something like yoga. I don't know.
I think a lot of people should try it. I mean,
Rogan's on that shit.
No, but I mean, it is true. Like, going to the gym it'll make you better at the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, I get all of it. Like I said, though, for extreme if you're just doing yoga as your cardio, it may or may not work for you. I can't fucking tell you it's not good cardio. Some people, I mean, in some classes and some types of yoga, some experience level, but you're not that experienced. To me, I did a one that was a little hard for me one time.
Sure.
But it still wasn't that hard. What was hard was keeping up with the movement and the fucking flow.
Yeah.
like not having time to understand, because breathing, that's what
Are
makes
you
you
finding
tired.
that? Is it okay? So going back to our
Yeah.
last two questions in yoga, are you finding that it helps with the busy as well as with the free time?
Yeah, I mean,
Like everyone says, yoga is one of those things like vegetarianism, just like veganism. Like everyone talks about it. They want you to try it. Because,
I
oh, you
won't.
have to
I
do
won't
it.
go. I mean, I guess I can't say really speak from a strong basis because I haven't done it that long. But the thing I would say is it makes me feel good.
Uh-huh.
And I don't mean just like a smile on my face or I'm just saying like my body feels good after yoga.
Yeah.
I don't feel like sometimes you have to work out hard.
Mm-hmm.
You feel fucking like shit, right? Or you just have a bad day, you slept wrong, whatever the case is. You just
course.
wake up, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
I felt like if there's times where my body was headed there and I did yoga, it made me feel good. Not like 100% better, but it's just like, I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I feel good.
Yeah.
Like my body
Yeah.
flows.
Yeah.
And it was just so that's something I do, but I don't know. I guess I can't say it's such a stress reliever. I think it just eliminates a few things off of your belt.
Well, I feel
Like
that way.
your breathing's better, your fucking back posture's better, your blood flow is better, your joints are better, your muscles are better. You're stretched out, you're
think about it, like-
relaxed.
Think about how much the body holds in. Your body holds in trauma, from physical trauma, from mental trauma,
Oh, yeah.
from all that shit. You stretching everything out and rolling
Absolutely.
everything to the very end. I listened to, so I saw some yoga shit at a big event center this morning, and I listened to the woman that was doing it for 50 to 80 people, which is pretty impressive. And a lot of it is a mental thing though too. So not only are you doing the simple vinyasa or whatever, you have a flow to it and it's movement and blah blah blah, but it's always mentally, like almost if you ever heard like a hypnosis. Always like, okay, you're breathing out now. You're doing
It's
this.
breathing.
You're releasing this thoughts
I mean,
now. You're lifting to the sun
I would
now.
say this, it doesn't have to be all foo-foo like that. It's
Okay.
basically breathing and movements. I mean, yeah, one of the videos, the guy was like, and touch your hands down
Yeah.
and feel yourself in the earth. And I was like, that's a little much for me, bro. Like,
But that's
I'm
like
trying to stretch out.
mindfulness. That's like pure
Yeah, but-
mindfulness of like
but
really
we're
trying to be in the
A
moment.
little too deep for a fucking video, okay? A little too deep,
Yeah.
Let's get to know me before you start asking me and telling me weird shit like that. A little too
Really
fucking deep. I don't
ground,
know you,
bro.
dude. You're half naked telling me to touch the earth.
Okay, wait.
I'm
so
doing
here's-
yoga or getting raped. I don't know which one it is.
So here's the next question then. If you were like in yoga, could you do meditation? That's the next deep question. That maybe
Dude,
that guy has a
let me tell you
meditation video.
Dude, they do have some meditation
Dean, what's his
videos on
name?
there.
Do they really?
Yes.
Gaia?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I swear to God,
Bro.
I'm not a sponsor because, like, they're not a sponsor or anything. I'm just.
You guys want it? That's cool.
It's weird. It's actually funny. You'll laugh at it. But you can do. I mean, dude, there's some weird shit on there, like spiritual energy and rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling that shit, but it's just like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know how far I want to go there, but I mean, meditation. So think about the time that you're investing in yoga, the breathing, the feeling good in life, the feeling good
Yeah.
after. People swear by the same thing with meditation as they
Yeah.
do with yoga, as
Yeah.
they do with veganism. It's, you got to do it 15 to 20 minutes every morning.
Yeah.
All the CEOs
Yeah.
we're talking about, Tim Ferriss, they meditate. They have a room, they get away. I can't do it. And
Meditation.
I don't have the discipline. I don't know what it is.
Meditation's pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean, meditation to me just seems like, I don't know. It's boring, and I guess that's depressing. That it's kind of like being with myself and shutting the fuck up and not being stimulated is boring.
This is what
I know that it would be better if I could do it, but it's hard.
And I get it, like all that. Maybe meditation is the question, answers the first question of just being so busy that you just you do the doja strategy where you prioritize, which is great, but the meditation clears the slate away.
Yeah.
So you maybe if somebody asks you about something in April, your mind is so free that cool, I can do that because
Yeah.
you start your day every day that way. I could see that being a benefit. I do think that maybe we should try it. We should just fucking try it, like 2 days a week in the
Yeah.
morning. Wake up 15 minutes earlier than you normally would and throw that bitch out with meditation and see how it feels.
I'd do it.
I'll challenge myself right now.
I'll challenge it. I accept that. I'll do it because
2 days a week. Not
15,
do 5.
you know-
Can't do 5.
should we do 10?
Let's do 10 to start.
10 minutes. Yeah, because
10 to start.
I've heard you should do 5 to 10 if you're starting. If you don't,
Yeah.
because have you had trouble with it?
I've done it. So when I used to do Taekwondo, I actually our guy from South Korea would legitimately have us do 5 to 10 minutes of meditation before we even practiced. So we
Really?
would sit in our normal line where you have your belt all fucking strapped, looking nice, and you're out in like a kind of frog position, and you're just sitting there. And then he just goes into eyes closed, meditation done, like nobody talks, and he just wants you to clear your mind and be focused on what we're about to kick someone's face in or something. So
Really?
that was my closest thing I
pretty
did
cool.
to it. It was really cool because I did that 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And so for me, that was a lot. And so you really do come out of it like, you know, it's the weird shit, man. It's about like
Dude, I'm like,
taking a 5-minute nap and
I-
you feel like your brain is recharged.
I start and I go, squirrel. Like,
Same thing for me. And
Yeah.
but like I listen to a lot of Duncan Trussell, and when he has his Ram Dass guys and his whole Buddhism company,
Ramdas.
you know what I mean? Like all
Yeah, I'm
these
not
guys,
laughing at Ramdas.
No,
I
but
just think
like,
it's
all
kind
his
of weird.
mentors will say, but he always talks about like, well, that's meditation. Your meditation is you are going to have normal thoughts. But the biggest thing that our Taekwondo teacher taught us is you have to push it away. Like that's the main thing is it's work. And that's why we don't
Yeah.
want to do it because
Yeah.
that's why it's boring. Like I don't want to sit here and think about what I'm doing in April. Like, but that's always coming back. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. You know what we should also do to mix this bitch up? Try a float tank. But I think we should
Yes.
try to meditate first before we go to the float tank because
Because
that,
flow take is meditation.
but I hear that you, if the first 20 minutes, you're still trying to get shit out, and that's for the people that are doing it for a long time. So it's like maybe we should practice to get better because nobody would continue to do it if they suck the whole time, right? So you
Let me
have to
ask
make
you:
progress.
do you go in there?
I've never been in one.
You plan on going in sober?
Maybe to try it.
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
Yes.
You have
once.
Okay. Where did you do it? Like last 5 years?
Oh yeah, within the last 5 years.
Okay, and
Probably
Was it weird?
4 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very weird. I didn't like it very much,
Yeah.
but I wasn't in the best place, and I didn't really know what the fuck to do. You know, I just kind of went and thought it was all right. Or thought, you know, I think I got like a deal on it. You know, like a
Groupon.
yeah, some shit.
Yeah.
And I thought, I've heard about that. I want to do it and try it. And it was, I didn't do enough to say it was, I can't do it. You know, I don't know what it is. It doesn't,
I mean, did you get anything out of it? It was just like
it was relaxing,
okay.
you know, but it wasn't,
you float,
it
and
was a
then you're
little
just sitting there.
scary at first, to be honest
What,
with you.
is it claustrophobic scary? Is it just weird?
Scary's probably the wrong fucking word. Like I'm
It's just
16,
odd.
you know, but it's not, it's odd. It's uncomfortable
Yeah,
is
but
the better word. Because I
90
wasn't scared. Like, oh, what's in here?
What's the temperature, the weightlessness? And then,
Well, it's dark. It's pitch fucking black. You're
uh-huh.
in water. You're in water, like,
but
you
it's
know.
98.6 degrees, right?
Yeah, but you're still in fucking water.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're laying in water.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like there's a little water around you. You're in
submerged.
water.
Yeah. But
You
you're
know-
floating because it's salt, right? That's,
But you also have zero depth perception and understand anything around you. Like, you cognitively know I entered this little thing.
yeah. You
But
remember it.
There's
And
times
know
where
the
I was doing
latches.
it where I was like, the fuck am I? It's weird. I mean, that's why they call it a sensory deprivation thing. You
Yeah.
lose your senses. Like, because you don't know if you get into the trance, you don't know if you're
that's
standing
just-
up or sitting
I
down.
almost
You're
get
doing
nervous
Yeah,
feeling
that's what I'm
this right
saying.
now.
It's very strange.
It keeps on that meditation
Um,
question is I don't even know. Okay, this is what we'll do.
Yeah.
2 days a week, 10 minutes. Try it out, and then let's give
Two
ourselves
days a week?
just a try.
Okay, 2 days a week. 3. You got to do 3.
All right, well, all right.
Do 3. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
Okay, I dig that. But not tomorrow. So I'm busy,
Not tomorrow.
fucking busy. It's so busy, dude.
Dude, I can't get up. You guys got let's try to get up 15 minutes early. But hang on. Not tomorrow.
I'm gonna start Wednesday. I will promise. I will start Wednesday.
It doesn't matter when the fuck you do it. Let's just do it 3 days a week. You do it on your own.
All right, and then we'll circle back around. So, all right. So, last question. We'll circle back around to the sensory deprivation because I want to try that out.
Yes.
Last question is.
Well, we'll just do that and make
yeah,
a podcast.
Well, fuck it, yeah. Let's
do it.
Let's do a topic on it. We'll do a live podcast.
And we'll not be 5 questions. Just let's 5 discuss our experience. You got
I
top
like
5
it,
things.
Like it.
You know, yeah,
5
that-
observations.
5 observations.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good, better word.
I like it.
He's
it.
a
All right.
wordsmith. He is.
All right. So, last question. Quick one. Talking about change. We haven't experienced this yet in Colorado, but are you ready for the changing of the seasons? Because I don't feel like I am. It was hot as ballsack today, and I'm still in this mode of so busy. Look at me. I can't even dedicate
Yeah.
fucking tomorrow's 10 minutes. I'm so not ready to change. And the thing I like about the seasons, I'll answer my own question. For me, I am ready because it's going to make me need to change. It's all you.
Yeah, the season. I think I'm somewhat ready.
It's almost fucking October. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the season, I love this season, though.
Dude,
this is my...
Everyone loves fall.
I love fall, man. Well, because fall is like...
I can't not think of Jim Gaffigan's
It's nothing
bit.
like jeans and T-shirts. You know, like...
That's California every day.
Yeah, it's fucking great weather. It's good. It makes you feel good. Like, it could be hot one day, but at night it's a little cooler. In the morning it's cooler.
Oh, it's like a 30-degree swing. Dude.
Yeah,
it's
you get a decent amount of heat still. But then guess what? You might need a fucking jacket at night.
You know that's cool. What I'm talking about, right? For the Jim Gaffigan bit is I forget what his last one was called, like Cinco or something.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like,
I don't remember it fully, but I know what you're talking about.
Everybody loves fall, but then the leaves. Look at the changing of the leaves, but realizing the leaves are going, I'm dying.
Yeah.
That's
I do.
Brilliant.
I do. It is brilliant.
Is a brilliant observation. And shout out to Jim Gaffigan's fucking Cinco because that's
he's a funny guy. But I liked fall.
Yeah.
There's some things I don't like.
I just like summer.
I don't like deep winter.
We talked about it. Do you hate
January, February, and a little bit of March? Go fuck yourself. I do not like.
February's kind of cool.
No, February's a fucking awful month.
But it depends where you are.
No, actually, you know what? The worst month of the year is January. It is.
But that's supposed to be the whole new beginning. Is the beginning?
Nah, January sucks.
January
sucks. Fucking period. Everything restarts.
Yeah.
Your whole your salary, your this, your that,
business quarters,
every fucking thing restarts. Like it's a new year.
But it's almost the funny thing is
awful.
Nature's been doing this forever. Let's go to Gaia.com. They can tell you about this.
Yeah, they'll tell you about the fucking seasons and transformations.
It's so hard to not change with them. That's where I'm going with this. So. Shout out to myself.
Especially if you had a bad season.
There it is. There's the fucking thing. But guess what? That next season that you had a bad season on, even if it's 2 or 3 from then, you're going to have to meet it again.
Or what's worse is a couple of, like 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a year that it was just.
Really?
Meh.
Doesn't that make you want to just come back and go, all right, maybe January is good? That's why that December 31st date is really annoying, very commercialized, but it is good if you really dedicate to that change.
No, because the reality is, was it a whole year? No, it was a lot of a year. The year wasn't memorable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
Like, and the more years you have, some just fall fucking off. There's some shit I can't remember.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think, like, I do notice things. Like, this time of the year, I'd say to December 31st, after Christmas.
Yeah.
I love this time of the year. Like, this is a great time.
So you like this whole ramp? This feels like it's a slippery slope.
No, you're going down.
As October hits, oh shit! It's already Halloween. Oh, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
It feels like if the year's like a rocket ship.
Yeah.
Like January, February, you're fucking stuck. Your face is going back because it's just the force. It's like fuck, it's a new year, and you're just riding it.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like whoa.
Hey, and then you're enjoying it.
This is pretty cool. And then it's like.
Oh, man.
But you land gently then.
You do.
Some years it's a fucking jam. It's boom, you just crash. Or you just incinerate as you're coming in, back into the atmosphere.
Oh,
however it is for you. But yeah, that's why I like this time of the year. Because if it was an okay year, you got through some difficult shit, and you can't get moved. Hey, I don't have too much more difficult shit. Hopefully, but you know what? I just handled some shit. So I feel pretty good.
So I dig that. So you are ready. It is more of a reflective season.
I love fall.
It's a reflective season.
But
I like that.
But you know what?
Literally,
I've had some bad falls. I've had some bad people have said that. Like you have bad seasons sometimes, just like a team. They got bad seasons. So yeah, no. I mean, I think we're both ready. Sounded like you said. You said you're fucking. Yeah, well, what does that mean? I'm fucking ready for the new year too.
No,
you're not ready. You don't even know what the.
I'm ready to just
throw a little bit of
6
change.
weeks.
Let's throw a little bit of change in your fucking life. You'll crumble.
Maybe
most
of
us.
It. Maybe I'll like it. Yeah.
Maybe.
I need to meditation, yoga.
Let's do that fucking meditation.
Getting it. Yeah, 3 days a week, just not tomorrow.
I mean, I just can't do tomorrow. I'm booked up, man. I'm booked up.
I just was on the cast, caught with an excuse. I love it. I am busy, but that's no excuse.
I'm gonna be taking a shit in the toilet at that morning. I can't do it. That's my extra 10 minutes.
All right, guys, if you have anything, Men Question is the handle for Instagram. Twitter's MenQ Everything. Let us know what your thoughts are on this shit. The last two are pretty fun, especially with the Jocko book, if you guys have dug into that. And,
Yeah.
let us know what kind of topics you want and if you're ready to change.
Yeah. This is Men Question Everything, guys. I'm Dozer.
This is Wallace.
See ya.
Later.